This isn't the type of video I usually make, but it's not always sunshine and rainbows on the homestead. There's a lot of problems that happen, and you have to solve them. And sometimes it's very frustrating when it seems like one problem after the next without an end in sight. So my brand new greenhouse that I just put together a few videos ago, that's a really nice greenhouse. And the posts are in the ground a little bit. It's so frozen that I can't push them in as far as I want, but I'm gonna go back and add some cement in the corners so that even if air gets under here a little bit, it's not gonna go anywhere. We were gone all day yesterday and came back. It was a very windy day, and I found it blown into the center of our yard with maybe half of the panels just scattered everywhere, and just really find myself frustrated because I had a whole bunch of my first seeds planted in there, and a lot of the trays got blown onto the ground, and none of them had sprouted yet, so it's not like everything just died, but everything that I was hoping to start growing, it just ended up scattered all over the ground. And just lately seems like a lot of the things that I'm doing, I'm just like hitting a brick wall. Don't know if any of you can relate to that. I have all these big goals in my mind of things I want to accomplish this year, things I've wanted to accomplish the last couple years, and I've just been feeling very frustrated. Like everything that I try it just feels like nothing is working the way that I'm hoping it would, and just trying to stay positive, it just feels like a hard morning. Right now I'm in a DIY greenhouse, and you know what didn't blow away last night during that windstorm was this junky looking DIY greenhouse that I just put together using scrap wood that I had laying around. And all I did was make a wooden frame, which is rather heavy. The wood is rather heavy, and I think that's the big difference between this and the other thing that the greenhouse that I just put together is a very lightweight metal frame. Yeah, they have these posts that are supposed to be pushed into the ground a little bit further than I had been able to when I was installing it, because the ground's been frozen for the last 2 months, and I just can't put it in the ground as much as I wanted it to. And I planned to cement it in the corners, but I was planning to do that on a warmer day, because that greenhouse, ever since I built it, it snowed and everything got icy, and those corners were actually frozen in the corners. They were frozen to the ground. So that's why it hadn't moved anywhere until yesterday was a perfect storm of literally, it just was the warmest day. It got up to like 40, almost 50 degrees during the day, and then at night it got a lot colder, and then it started to we started to have a little windstorm after everything had thawed out, and it was just the perfect storm for that greenhouse to decide to lift up. The wind got under it and just brought it up into the air, into the center of the yard. It's a little frustrating, just a little frustrating. Some of the list of frustrations, it started last year in the spring, in that greenhouse actually, where I was just talking about. I had a whole bunch of mice come in and eat up everything that I had in almost every tray early last spring. Mice were a big problem in there, eating my stuff I did get to grow, and then the mice started eating it. And then later in the summer, I had deer come and decimate everything that I'm growing here behind me in the garden. And I wasn't able to be at the farmer's market like I wanted to be. My car needs repairs, so I'm kind of stuck here at the moment until that gets fixed. My kids keep fighting, and not very helpful right now. The house is a mess. Everything is so frozen. I went to open this chicken tractor behind me, and the door cracked because it was frozen to the ground, and I tried to shove it open, and that broke. My other chicken tractor falling apart, broken. everything just feels kind of broken. I can't even access anything growing under these tunnels right now because they're all frozen to the ground, and if I rip up too hard, I'm gonna rip the fabric of the growing stuff. So I just feel really frustrated right now. Everything's frozen. I feel stuck. Things aren't working. Everything seems to be breaking, and I'm not sure why or what, but all I know is I just replanted everything that got damaged from when that greenhouse blew away and left them exposed for 25-degree temps. And I replanted all those onions. I've got cabbage and trays in there. Hopefully they'll start sprouting for me, and hopefully spring will bring brighter days ahead. So hopefully things start to change. Just wanted to share some of that with you guys. I don't know why. I don't like to make these kind of videos. I like to be more positive, but yeah, give me some encouragement in the comments if you actually stuck around to listen to me vent and complain for this entire video. I'd really appreciate that. That's gonna wrap up this video. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.